looking for a roasting pan. And the roasting pan you need is for maybe a great big 6-pound roasting chicken. Maybe you're doing a turkey breast, a small turkey, a prime rib roast. Maybe you're doing braised beef short ribs, as I'm doing here. This is so incredible because, first of all, this is hard anodized aluminum. Super, super strong, stronger than stainless steel. Goes through a molecular bath and will be the kind of roasting pan that allows you to put it right on top of the stove, which is really pretty exciting. You're also going to love the fact that this is going to help me then braise these beautiful short ribs, and these are big short ribs. This is a David-sized short rib right here. So we've already gotten these browned and seasoned. So to that, I'm going to add my vegetables, my carrots, my onions, my celery, the mirepoix. Get that all scattered about. We're going to add in a rich red wine. Also remember, when you're braising in liquid, low and slow in the oven. These will go into the oven for probably about 4 hours. Add in some beef stock, some fresh herbs, and I'll hit it with a little more salt and pepper because you can never have too much, particularly with all that veg in there. I'm going to sweat out the veg. And then you're going to take that, cover it, because it comes with a secondary piece. This is a grill pan lid. So this will allow you to cover it if you need to, right into the oven, or you can use this as a secondary piece on your stovetop or in your oven. That's the beautiful part of all this. 7-quart hard anodized roaster, and it all comes to us from Cook's Essential. Now this price goes up at the end of show. We're looking at over $27.32 less. Now I have short ribs in the oven, is that right? All right, so as I welcome in Chef Aaron McCargo Jr., our lead chef from Cook's Essentials, I'm going to run to the oven here. Chef, it's good to have you back with us, buddy. How are you?
Great to see you, David. And I saw you have 4 short ribs, 2 for you and 2 for me.
Well, if you're lucky there, young man. All right, well, I'm headed to the oven. You take over for a moment.
Well, guess what? I'm going to do dessert first because my mom's not here. She's not going to yell at me. But you were talking about the 2 pans and the 1 set. This is something that I love to do because we have the opportunity to do desserts or comfort foods. We could go ahead and do some monkey bread, David, because this has been one of my childhood favorites, is to have some nice baked monkey bread coming out of the oven. Because we're talking about that hard anodized, we're talking about non-stick. We're talking about durability. We're talking about getting anything in the oven and getting that nice, crispy exterior without burning it, because when you're talking about hard anodized, you're talking about the fact that you can really get a really good long cook, but also an even cook. Now, I got my monkey bread here, and I'm just going to go ahead and sit this right in the pan because I saw how you were showing how we could stack these pans, and that's one of the great things about it. But when we're talking about hard anodized, we're talking about longevity. We're talking about being able to get even cooking. You don't have to crank your heat all the way up. You get a good wash or a wipe out. And as you can see, I got some salmon going on top of some pasta. Now, I got a choice. I could have even cooked the pasta in the deeper roasting pan and still grilled the salmon and have 2 going at the same time. But I wanted to show you that I get those serious grill marks that you would get if you were going to put it on the grill. And I also wanted to show you the difference. I put extra oil on this side, so you can see you get that really dark caramelization, but you still get those marks. So if you're cutting back on your oil, you can still have fun with the cooking.
All right, Chef, I'm coming from the oven through magic of television and some pre-planning from our prep chef, Jen. We've got a beautiful braised beef short rib dish.
Oh, sexy.
And I want you to know that this is all fall off the bone tender. This is what you're after. You're after this wonderful, tender, fall apart short rib that you'll now serve over mashed potatoes, or you'll serve over butter noodles, or serve with rice and a great green vegetable. All of this happening for you at a time when we're looking to completely and perfectly braise or roast or bake, whatever we're doing inside, this is going to do the job. Now, Chef, let's talk a little bit about hard anodized aluminum. Now, this is an aluminum that is now stronger than stainless steel thanks to the molecular bath that it goes through. This is the kind of piece that I know a lot of people are going to be excited about because it's super easy to clean. How best to clean this when we're ready to finish up dinner?
Honestly, Dave, you go right in the dishwasher. I mean, if you had to, because really, you could go ahead and clean this with just a wet rag and a dry towel afterwards because of that coating and because of that electronic bath. That's what's going to give that aluminum that really sturdy exterior. And a lot of folks are sleeping on hard anodized because it's not as popular today or back in the day, and now it's getting such a great name because a lot of folks are cooking at home a lot more. They don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning dishes, but they also want to make sure they got a pot set that will last them. They're going to have a cookware set that can go in the oven from the top of the stove, and that's what we do with Cook's Essentials Hard-Anodized cookware, is make sure that you can have fun in the kitchen, you don't have to stress about the cleanup, and just have a ton of fun.
Now, Chef, it's important to remind everyone that this one-time only value price will go up at end of show. So at the end of our show today at 3:59 p.m. Eastern Time, this price goes back up to its normal QVC price of $75. If you order right now, you're going to save $27.32. What's the capacity? Well, I've got almost 7 quarts of mixed berry cobbler in there.
Oh, wow.
With an oatmeal topping. Unbelievable. Over a little ice cream, some whipped topping. Just give me a spoon and a quart of milk and leave me alone for about 30 minutes. So this is what it's all about. I don't want anybody to miss out on the capacity of this pan. One thing that we need to remember about a larger pan like this, you can do a little bit in a large pan. You can't do a lot in a little pan. So don't feel like you have to fill this up to 7 quarts every time you use it. But when you need it to feed a crowd, you're prepared. But when you want to do it and only put maybe 2 or 3 quarts of food in there, no problem. Want to bake mac and cheese? Oh, it'll bake beautifully in here. Want to do a lasagna in here, a pasta bake in here? So many things that you can do in addition to roasting or baking. And I love the grill pan lid because there's just more possibilities there.
David, you said possibilities, and the possibilities get better when you're done cooking, because as you can see here, I just took a towel and I just wiped this out pretty clean for it just to be having some really good charred salmon going on in here. And the fact that once you're done, you don't have to worry about where to put these at because they stack so neatly. I have some cornbread here, David, and I love to bake cornbread. I love to have my chili, but the fact that if I could take this cornbread and turn this out just like this. Oh, and it looks just as tan and as beautiful as I do.
So, Chef, it's chili in the 7 quart, it's cornbread in the lid, or you've got paninis grilling in the lid while you've got soup simmering in the 7 quart down below. Now, this price is extraordinary. Only lasts until end of our show at 3:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm going to encourage everybody to take advantage of this before it's gone, and let you know that in this presentation we've taken orders for 500 of these are gone, and we still have several hundred folks on the phone lines. Take advantage of this before the show ends, and remember, dishwasher safe or a quick soapy sponge in the sink and you're good to go. Now, Chef, you're coming back a little later. You've got another item to share with us. Is that right?
Oh, yes. We got something great coming up that you're going to just be blown away by, David. I guarantee you.
All right. We're looking forward to that. In the meantime, buddy, take care. We'll join you back in a little while. Let's check in with Mary, who's going to update us on some more goodies that are available to you.
Hey, David, thank you. And you know what, David